Hi there, this is Business with Dave. In this video, I'll be telling you the pros and cons of starting up a seasonal business with Christmas just about approaching. I'm going to go through some of the points where you look at the pros, the cons, the reasons why you shouldn't, and the reasons why seasonal businesses work and why some of them don't, and why some of them persist and why some of them just fizzle out. So hopefully this video will provide some sort of guidance and that it could act as a research for your business as well if you do want to do a seasonal type of business. Before I jump to this video, I want to thank everyone who has subscribed to the channel. Like always, you guys are all awesome, and if you haven't already, do subscribe at the end of this video. It'll be much appreciated. But yeah, let's jump straight into this video. So firstly, I'm just going to go with the pros. So firstly, you can charge a sort of premium price on whatever you sell. Because it's the holidays, because it's Christmas, you'll be creating so many different Christmas related products, for example, and people, if they don't want to make it themselves, they can buy it from you. You can charge them a little bit more of a premium because it's the holidays. People are okay to spend that little bit more if it enhances their Christmas experiences. So you can charge that little bit more for your ornaments, for your homemade knitted stuff, or your Christmas cards and stuff like that, because it's not all year round. You're literally, this is the special time of the year, you can charge that little bit more, and that people will be okay to buy from you that little bit more. The second thing is that people love spending money on the holidays, particularly Christmas, because Christmas is all about giving, all about lights, all about family. So when people are spending money, they want to spend money on hopefully seasonal goods that will get people remembering that particular Christmas. So a lot of people do spend more money during Christmas than any part of the year, and I think that's where a lot of businesses will make their money. So when people are willing to spend more money, you want to be creating a great seasonal business that will appeal to them, whether it's a gift, whether it's decorations, whether it's a gift for yourself or gifts for the customer themselves. There are so many things you could be doing when you create a seasonal business and have that geared towards Christmas or Halloween or Easter. You can appeal to those people who want to make it a little bit more special, as you can charge more for it and as people will spend more during those times. The third thing is that during those holidays, particularly Christmas, you'll be getting more traffic into markets or street markets or Christmas markets or events as well. So when you do that, you can expect a good amount of people coming towards whatever you're selling. And I think when you can create something that is beautiful, quite affordable, definitely seasonal, that will get people buying for their friends and family, for their neighbors, for their customers or colleagues, then you're creating something that hopefully people will buy 2, 3, 4, 5 things for 4 or 5 different people. So when you do something like that, it's not just one thing or one ornament I'm going to buy for one person. Might be buying for 3 ornaments for 3 different families. Who knows? But if you create something that is useful, just like if it's Easter and you create like bunny ears and baskets as well and decorated eggs, there's so many different things that will appeal to people, and because it's a holiday that comes every single year, you will always have a market for it as long as it sort of sells. Yes, the market will be shorter and the times that you can trade is shorter because there's a time limit, but you will definitely appeal from that because it's a seasonal business. The next pro is that you could potentially make a year's worth of sales within 3 months, which is potentially Christmas. So if you're doing that, you are putting in that work, you're putting in those hours, you could be super busy, because during that period, so many people are coming, so many people want to spend money, you're going to be packed. So for that 3 months leading up to Christmas, you are busy. Whether you're organizing, planning, you do you. And then if you can make that 3 months worth of work, then you can enjoy the rest of the 9 months. That is your off-peak season. It's your, whether you're opening or whether you're not. If you're closing, then you can relax, you can strategize for the next year, plan, get shipments in. whatever you want. So you could potentially make a year's worth in 3 months, which is a massive pro, obviously depending on the type of person you are, what kind of business you want to set up, but that has the potential. And my last biggest pro is that you can potentially sell the same stocks every single year. It doesn't have to change, it doesn't have to be varied. If it's something that is not going to be too customizable, that is quite general, that you can use every single year, you just need to store it somewhere dry and hopefully you can use it year on year. It doesn't have to sell out and everyone will keep buying it, just like ornaments. Everyone's gonna be buying ornaments, but you don't need to keep changing up the design of your ornaments, or the color schemes. You don't need to change anything up. Just sell the same stocks every single year and you will have zero waste because you're literally using, if you're not selling it, next day or even next year. So that was a list of all the pros. So let's go into some of the cons. So the first con is that it's too seasonal. Again, this is a massive con because obviously if you only have 3 months to sell for Christmas, or maybe a month to sell for Easter, or for Halloween you have maybe like half a month, if you can't sell enough, then you won't be able to sell all year round because no one's gonna buy ornaments, Christmas ornaments in summertime. So you will potentially not make as much because you can't sell all year round. That's the massive con, because when you have a business, you want income to be coming in consistently, month by month, week by week. But when you have a seasonal business, it'll be that 3 months that you are sort of peak season. So when you maybe potentially craft something up that you can still sell or have another job within this 9 months, then that's a other possibility. You could have something a bit more seasonal, have something designed for Christmas, have something designed for summer, designed for ornaments, or like designed for autumn and springtime, particularly if it's like cards or card giving, Christmas cards or birthday cards. If you do designs like that, that could be all year round. But if you're just doing something specifically for Christmas, then you only have that 3 months window to sell, which can be concerning, but obviously the pros and cons. Have a look. The second con is that you're very weather dependent. I think whether you're indoor or an outdoor market selling your Christmas ornaments or toys and stuff, if it's raining, if it's cold, if it's windy, if it's snowing, you can expect less people to come out to buy from you. So do consider that as the uncertainty, the unpredictability. Hopefully you can make a lot of money during when it's dry and it's sunny and people out and about, but there'll be times when it's raining, pouring, it's cold, it's winter. No one really wants to come out, so you're super weather dependent in that sense, so do consider that as a big con as well. The next con is that stress levels could be quite high. When you're busy and you're working your busy season, it means more work, it means longer hours, it means that you have less rest time. So it's a bit hectic during the 3 months that you can only sell for. So do factor that in. If you're not someone that could cope with stress and worrying too much, then maybe this is not the business for you. But do consider that as a big negative, because it can negatively affect your mental health, and as you know, mental health is so important. So do consider that as a thing that should stop you from starting a business in terms of a seasonal business, but it shouldn't stop you from realizing that if you can do it well, you can have 9 months of rest, 9 months of income that will sustain you, and maybe holiday as well. The fourth point is that it's super competitive. It's so highly competitive, particularly if you have businesses who are also seasonal businesses. You are competing with them, they are competing with you, you are competing with every single one of them who are doing something that is sort of related to Christmas, and you might need to put up a fight for it. And I think that's the whole challenge of starting up your own business. I think it's the whole fight, it's the whole encouraging, it's the whole marketing aspect, getting people to buy more from you, you connecting with customers that hopefully they'll come every single year, they'll always come buy from you because you sell one particular thing that they love and they can share to their friends and family. So do bear that in mind. It is super competitive, just like with any business in any business market. So do factor that in, and hopefully you can be up for the challenge, because that's the whole fun and interesting part of business. And my last and final point, and I think I've touched upon it before, is that you might not make enough to cover your income for the year or your forecast as well. So as much as you can plan, as much as you can forecast, as much as you can anticipate sales levels, supply levels, it's very uncertain. If you only got that 3 months for Christmas, you need to pack everything in there. That's why stress is high, super competitive. If the rain is there, it's really gonna mess up your whole business. So do consider the pros and the cons, but ultimately, if you can plan it out very well, plan for contingencies, have reserve money, have help when you can get help, and hopefully you can have a sort of seasonal business during your off season as well, or have something small, then at least you can cover some of that offset of income that you're not getting in during the off-peak season. Then you can create a business or have two businesses that work on off and on season. So do consider that sort of aspect. You shouldn't just focus and rely on maybe just 3 months solid. Do have a backup, do have a contingency, and you'll have a good seasonal business that people will continue to buy from you if you do really well. So don't overlook it. I'm not trying to put you off doing seasonal businesses, because there are so many pros as much as there are so many cons. You just need to weigh it up. It really depends on the thing that you're trying to sell, the business you're trying to set up, who your customers are, and if they can keep coming back, you will have a business every single year during that peak season. So do consider it being a good opportunity. Not a lot of people will jump into seasonal because there are so many cons. So if you could jump into the seasonal when not a lot of people are doing it, then you have a big market to kind of just like grab, and lots of customers you can grab. So that's also the massive appeal to it, as much as the negative of everything else. Thanks for this video, guys. Hopefully you found this video useful. If you did, like this video and consider subscribing to the channel. Hopefully I didn't put you off starting a seasonal business, but hopefully I did encourage you as well. Particularly if it's the off season and you want to just have a relaxing holiday, and then you just want to focus 3-4 months on solid work. If that works for you, that totally works for me. And whether it's just that fast-paced environment that you just cram everything in, that's the thing that gets your adrenaline going, gets you pumped up, and then you just relax the rest of the off-peak season, off-year. Travel, do your travels, get more stuff done. Who knows? Who cares? As long as you're happy, that's the thing that is most important. And hopefully you found this video useful, because you will like this video and subscribe to the channel. I've been Business with Dave. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.